Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.2 preview playthrough as the Imperial Remnant. In the last episode, we took over the remainder of the Penistar Element territory. I'm just going to get those fluffies out of the way. So we took Angstmiter, Ord Tracy, Ord Banir, Generis, and Mulets. Actually, we already had Angstmiter, so ignore that. But we're going to continue our campaign against Zinj today. We also, unfortunately, lost Kuat. So what we're going to try to do is take Bimial and Cauldron Nebula, then make our way up through this way. We're going to keep Thrawn's fleet focused on this territory, so we're going to see exactly what we're dealing with down here. And what I would like to do is get some extra fighters for us, because we need to take out these guys since they are still here. They have an Executor, 2 Allegiances. So I'd like to take that out with Thrawn's fleet while we're still able to. So let's get some level 2 shipyards going. Karida already has one. So we can grab I'm going to grab a bunch of vendors because they have a lot of fighters, and that's going to be pretty important for us here. Brental, you're right there. You can get another VSD or vendor for us, and let's get a bunch of acclimators as well. Oh, we're already at Bimial. So the other thing we need to do is we need to send Makati's fleet down. I'm going to send them to camp, or actually I'm going to send them to Hakasi, and we're going to try to get back together enough forces to assault Kuat. It looks like the Greater Maldrood actually took Kashyyyk from the New Republic, so they've got enough problems on their own right there. Maldrood just doesn't want to stay down, do they? But we'll try to go through here. We might even be able to take some of Maldrood's territory on our way through with Brendai's fleet. So Cauldron Nebula, we're not going to leave any of that in their hands if we can help it. We've got most of our ground forces up on this north side. We lost Sabayoth, Joris, in the last episode because I was not paying attention when I ran him into some turrets. But that's how life goes for an evil Jedi Master sometimes. Let's drop into the back here. Let's keep going there. Okay, looks like we should be okay.
Nowhere to run. Star Destroyer standing by.
I guess that was just doing direct hull damage. All right.
Star Destroyer reporting in. Taking fire.
So typically we'd only be doing 4 videos a week, and we wouldn't have a video today. But I think as long as we're only doing one Empire at War playthrough on the channel at a time, then I'll probably do them like 5 days a week. And still have the other regular playthroughs going alongside it, because it used to be that we were doing typically 2 playthroughs a week, or 2 playthroughs at a time, and we'd have like 4 videos from the TR one and then 3 videos from the other one. But I think it's better to just do 1 playthrough at a time and 5 from that one, just keep it going a little bit faster through some of the longer ones, and it's a bit easier to follow, I think. So maybe I'm wrong on that, maybe it's better the other way, but that's what we're going to try for now. If you guys have any feedback on that, definitely just leave in the comments. Maybe I'll make that the comment question for today's video as well. But, yeah. So there's Bimial for us. It'll be a pretty quick ground battle, I think, too. So we'll go for Bimial. We'll keep going down this side of the galaxy. We have a fair few ground units that we built up here. We had from Unilist. And I'm just going to check something here. No, not that. Summary. Where do we have all of our... I could have swore. There we go. Borleus. So Borleus is probably the best one to detaxify. Get out of there, Borleus. Unilinst. Get that going there. Get those ones there, and we're also going to get a we're going to get an orbital trade facility there as well. Let's build this up. We have a fair few capital shipyards. Alright, Makati,
Destroyer reporting in.
you're gonna head down this way. Actually, I did say Hakasi instead. Either way. Let's get 2.3 wind back, let's get Mantle's approach. And let's get a couple Lancers going out here. You guys are actually going to be part of Thrawn's fleet for when he assaults that SSD. And we need a little bit of a heavier hitter for him as well. If we could get like one Praetor into that fleet, I think that would be ideal. But we have this, so let's see. This is the base game. What is that? What is that planet called? Why am I blanking on its name? Oh well. Seleucami. There we go. I figured it out eventually.
Invasion commencing.
I'll probably need to build a slightly more diverse ground force, just for the, probably some artillery.
Reporting in.
So the new pebble texture, we probably need to scale it down a little bit.
Enemy base shields.
Because the texture itself is better, but the scale is slightly off from what it is in the base game. So you end up with bigger rocks.
Sensor node constructing. Roger that. Squad, move out. Construction complete. Choose your reinforcements.
On my way, sir.
Okay, and that can be adjusted per map technically, or you can just adjust it within the actual texture itself. I think in this case, it's better to do it within the actual texture itself.
Sensor node constructing.
How are we doing over here? Got some Raptor troopers, so
Construction complete.
I'm less concerned about that.
Reporting in.
Let's get the AT-ATs, not ATSTs, hitting there. And this is actually one of the places that has
Reinforcements. Moving out.
a sensor node, or sensor array. We get Koval in here. We get some of these guys, and just to hunt down some infantry. There we go.
Roger that.
Alright, one of you can head up here. 3 of you can head over there.
Yes, Commander. Heading out. All out, form up. Ready for your orders, sir.
Alright, you guys are anti-infantry, so there you go. And I'm gonna send you further this way.
Going.
Bombing run available.
Right, make sure you actually conquer that. Not really conquering it, but
Order acknowledged. Alright, man. Load your weapon. We've captured an abandoned sensor.
oh, Koval, stop it, stop it.
I copy.
I guess we're gonna have to send these guys in.
Heading out.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, Commander. Commencing bombing run. Yes, Commander.
Okay, we need all the AT-ATs in.
All out. Initiate
Oh my god.
bombing.
Whatever.
Fire.
There we go. That was not what I wanted to happen, but we made it. Made it out all right.
Time order.
All right, you guys can head down here. Just try to stay out of range of the anti-vehicle turret for now, though.
Affirmative, sir.
I guess we're just gonna pop our way through the base. We'll hit the shield gen there.
I will reporting. Keep your eyes on your scanners. Ready. Yes, Commander. Open fire.
So one of the things that's the fact that the IR heroes change so much over era changes means is, on the one hand, it does mean that you do lose the heroes, but on the other hand, it means that the Remnant can afford to lose their heroes a bit more than the other factions, because for the most part they are getting replenished as well. Which to me, I don't know, that just kind of feels a bit more Imperial too. Star Destroyer. Where like they don't necessarily have to value the lives of their heroes long term as much as the other factions. Which is part of why we also want to make it so that in the previous versions you could just, for the New Republic, if Akbar died when Galactic Void, when he was supposed to get Galactic Voyager, he'd respawn. But now we want to put in requirements so that he'd need to still be alive for that to happen, so you can't just like automatically grab it. So actually we do have a Praetor there, so are we almost ready for this? Well, let's get these over here just so we have even more fighters. The bonus from Thrawn is pretty considerable. Let's get this over here. Hakasi, you're busy. So Ojam, get this. Cauldron Nebula, that's going to be an easy one, and that's also space only. So we're going to be close to getting Zinj completely wiped out by the time we get to Era 3. And we've got 4 heroes to make it through, or 4 eras to make it through still. Because we've been through Pestage, we've been through Isard, and we're probably a little bit over halfway through Thrawn right now, but
Choose your reinforcements.
still got Palpatine, Karnor, Dala, and Pelion.
Enemy forces ahead.
So let's drop in here. Let's get
Let's move out.
you guys in there,
Let's go.
in there,
Moving
and in there.
Your command, sir.
So this is a good economic planet for them.
Commander.
Well, not a great economic one. I'm pretty sure these are only a % bonus.
Roger that.
I was going to read the tooltip, but we destroyed it.
Form up.
So if you're putting a
Here.
percentage bonus on a planet that's only making like, what, 20 credits? Not a good... Yeah, I don't know.
Copy.
Alright,
System
there's another one for us. Cowrod. So these are all pretty terrible planets up here.
Crews are
beginning
online.
construction.
I kind of want to go for it. Vandermeer. Maldrood is starting to get a little bit more aggressive. Nothing we can do about that. Let's go for them first. Before anything super bad happens. We have to wait for this ship to get in. Alright.
If you insist.
Before we lose another planet.
Star cruiser here.
Tactical battle imminent.
So close. We have a fair number of ground units here. Alright, I think this is the northern one, yeah? Yeah, because we've fought over this a few times, actually. I think usually with Maldrood. I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on Maldrood stuff as we're going through Zinj's stuff. Because Zinj's forces seem, if pretty powerful, more spread out now. Like, they have the 2 executors in different places at this point.
Order, sir. Move out.
Form up. Inputting coordinates. Affirmative, sir. Scout trooper reporting. Gearing up. Almost there.
Reporting.
But it looks like they didn't have any kind of artillery.
Right away. Sensor node constructing. Construction complete. Turret constructing. Ready.
Just get a lot of turrets there.
That area, sir. Construction
Oh,
complete.
was that Boba?
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Are they just gonna start landing stuff in her base now? Boba, you're a jerk.
Roger that. Scanning the area.
Advancing. Turret constructing.
Let's get that turret. Let's get
Turret constructing.
that turret. Well, he's busy.
For the enemy.
Construction
Scouting
complete.
area. Copy.
Okay, what are they actually doing? They're going through the city. This is a weird... I mean, it's not weird because it's the right thing to do, really.
Turret has been sold.
They're bypassing the base, and we don't have any defenses this way. So good plan, but I don't want you to do that.
Construction complete. Enemy bombardment is ready.
Well, it looks like they've actually got the planet because of that.
Keep going.
Our base is under attack.
Alright, yeah.
Power generator
That's
destroyed.
that's how they got to do it. We actually auto-resolved a lot of their units away.
Lost.
Alright, so
Frontline.
I guess Thrawn's whole anti-SSD thing is going to have to wait. We can go down into here to Yavin. They took most of these central planets, actually. Because we took out a lot of their economy, so... we'll go for Kuat. Well, we'll investigate what's going on at Kuat. We won't really go for Kuat. Alright, so we got Terror Squadron going in first. Let's go up here first. Ooh.
Choose your reinforcements.
The enemy is approaching.
So I think what we're going to do is drop in a lot of fighters and anti-fighter up here. Because it seems like that was a lot of what they had in their fleet. So if we can hold off on the fighter front, that'll be good for us. And we want Thrawn's bonus, so let's get Thrawn in there. Let's get Ace of Hearts. Let's get Carrion Spear, Hitman, Faraxin. Let's get both of the Acclimators in as well, because I think they have standardized like fighter bomber distribution. I don't remember what anything else has, because they were chosen by the patrons custom. And again, if you want a patronship in the thing, there's a link in the description on how to do that. But if we can, oh, TIE Defenders. So they must have some of the patronships here too. And again, that's just for the playthrough, not for the release version. Okay, I don't want to put in too many of our anti-fighter right away. Let's keep that. This isn't a very big raid fleet, so they'll be able to deal with that pretty quickly. I kind of want to jump in. No, this we're gonna get the Praetor to deal with this stuff in the back.
Form up. Eliminating all fighters attack. Ready for battle. I've got them in my sights.
And
Taking fire.
Ready for orders. Bombs deployed.
Where are the others? I've got him.
it looks like they're actually turning around towards the Praetor.
My skills.
So let's get up this way and just make sure that they don't destroy the Praetor entirely, because it can take out a fair amount of stuff on its own. But let's just to be safe, let's give it a couple Lancers and maybe a strike cruiser for some extra damage.
Regroup.
Nowhere to go.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Closing on target. Pursuing enemy forces. We're being targeted.
Losing power.
Coming back
Taking them out.
So that's good.
I'm on this one.
Most of these guys are dead. No, 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 no. You're facing the wrong way.
I already have a plan.
A lot of these Architens are going down.
Under control.
Move in.
My scopes are jammed. I have calculated the possibilities.
Unable to shake them.
Draw their fire.
Fire.
Alright,
Available.
you guys pull in here. And we've got a considerable bonus from Thrawn's command bonus, so
Watch him. He's coming around.
What is your
we should have a
analysis?
pretty decided advantage in this battle.
Returning to your position.
Regroup for a
Cover me now.
Watch for enemy ships.
I'm losing.
Alright, Galactic Fried Chicken, sorry, but you're
Regroup. I've been hit.
You're about to be completely fried. Then we got Devastator and Solemn Vow on the other side here. So let's go for Solemn Vow first. As Galactic Fried Chicken is down, let's swap over this way. Ace of Hearts, you don't need to be there. You guys can focus on these ARC 170s. Same with you guys. But we're pretty much coming in here. And you know what? Let's get Devastator to fight Devastator as well. I'm sure it'll be devastated. So Devastator, take Devastator. It wouldn't be the patronships because that is just for the playthrough, but I've been thinking of different ways to work in some of those special named units so that they're not quite heroes, but they are specific like canon units. And there's one or two places where I think it'd work because I think it can be interesting just for like maybe even from like a lore perspective to have a couple named instances of some ships in some cases, like some of the specific captured Star Destroyers that the New Republic used, which we do represent in some of the starting forces in some GCs, where it was like Liberator and Emancipator, where they're not really quite hero status for the mod. And like some people have asked if like, oh, are you gonna give Luke the SSD that they were on for a bit? But really, it doesn't really make sense to have that many swaps for a single hero. So what we'd be more likely to do is just have that as a named starting unit for the New Republic, which isn't a hero unit, so it's not giving you anything extra, but it is just an extra named thing. A step below a hero. Alright. These guys can all start getting into this. Alright. Thrawn has pushed back the Greater Maldrood for this one. Unfortunately, we have all of our ground units up in the north, so we'll have to try to make our way around. I'm going to try to loop through. So there's that big line of Maldrood planets, and I'd like to take most of them. Not a bad battle for us. Let's go... Oh, already did that. You know what? It's just just the station, so...
Building under construction.
I'm not sure which slot I put those in. Cowron. Maldrood is trying to come in too. This is my planet, unfortunately for you. So, oh, we don't have a Pathfinder, but we do have an Executor, so it doesn't really matter. Are you guys you still gonna do this? Are you sure? I'll let you retreat. I'll let you retreat. If you guys decide that this isn't something you want to do, that you regret your life choices, you want to apologize maybe, and potentially like head out to another planet, not bother me when I'm trying to take over this planet, I'd be perfectly willing to consider letting you go. I'm starting to think they won't do it.
Cover me now. Blasted scum.
Nowhere to run. I'm on
Attack that target.
Star Destroyer ready.
Nowhere to
All
go.
batteries commence firing.
Watch for enemy ships. Go after them.
I copy. The lasers are our
Alright, well, you can't say I didn't let you have that opportunity. We'll probably lose Farrier in this battle, because I don't really care about keeping him alive. But he's here, so...
gunboat here, sir. Reporting.
Star Destroyer ready.
We have been thinking about letting him use the boarding ability, which will make him a lot more useful, but
Star Destroyer standing
we have to make sure that that'll all function as planned. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, but just to
Yes, Commander. The lasers
be
are our
safe.
target. Attacking target.
Star Destroyer ready. All batteries commence
You're kind of poking the wrong way there.
All ahead full. At once.
I need to find a way to...
All ahead full. At once.
a way that'll make this want to turn.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, well,
Fire at will.
target priority is the laser cannon.
Seems like we're probably fine anyways.
Awaiting your orders.
The multi-layer in action.
Target locked.
Weapons armed.
Comlink active.
Showdown is gonna go down.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Peregrine's Nest is not gonna do the Peregrine's best.
Attacking.
Eliminating target.
Star destroyer ready. The lasers have been destroyed.
Okay, we might lose Brandi,
Your command, sir.
but we still have Dorja. Oh, there we go.
I've got him. Yes, sir. Taking fire. Retreat aborted. Target locked. Losing power.
Commander. The lasers are our target.
Hopefully that was enough to save Dorja.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
For the
Roger
Empire.
that. Targeting. Copy. Attack.
Try to grab some of these bombers before they hit him.
Roger that. Target in sight.
Detected.
Destroyer here. Firing. Engaging the enemy.
Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Reporting. I copy.
Getting a lock.
Pressing the attack.
Copy. Commencing attack.
Form
I got
up.
him. Commander, they're here.
Okay, they're going again.
Closing on target.
This doesn't have any engines.
Pursuing enemy forces.
Problem solved. Oh, they did have ground units here. That's why they wanted to leave. There's that. We're gonna get into Cowron. That was probably a good portion of the Maldrood fleet too. So we're through here. I think what we're gonna do is go Yavin, Sereno, Ferai, and then we'll be able to take Bandamir that way, which kind of establishes us right on the border. So maybe we'll go down a little bit farther and leave some territory for Zinj and Maldrood to hit each other, rather than only having the option of fighting us. They sort of do in the east, but then we have like that protectorate of Zinj territory in here, which is what we ultimately want to take. But if they can fight over Ferai and Sereno themselves,
Yes, sir.
I'd be okay with that.
Roger.
Okay, so let's head out to this
Enemy base shields up.
to this section here.
Reporting.
Get one of you to go for the
Secured a landing zone.
for that thing.
Roger that. We've captured
Enemy unit
advanced
sighted.
sensor.
Okay, this is. They just have the base shield and the turbo and the.
We've secured a
Yeah,
landing
actually just the
zone.
base shield,
Choose
even though
your
they don't have a base.
reinforcements.
So that's actually something that some of Bob's changes should help with, getting them back to making sensible decisions about what sort of structures they want to build on their bases.
Choose your reinforcements. Right away. Reinforcements.
There's a lot of the older stuff for the mod, just partially because of how AI files had to be loaded before the patch. It was just kind of really relying on some base game functions that don't really make sense in the mod anymore, and then in some places it was just hastily thrown together for some of the scripts. But a lot of that's being phased out and put in a way that makes a lot more sense. So a lot of it should. Part of the result is, of course, that it'll make the AI more challenging, but the ultimate goal with that isn't necessarily about how challenging it makes the AI in and of itself. It's more about making what the AI is doing make more sense, I guess, is the best way to put it. Alright, that's not something we have. We could probably like take out a VSD or something, but I wanted to leave you guys alone, but if you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna take Q-Trick. Let's get I guess we do kind of have to go through Yavin to Meridun, Findar, Mandalore? Bandamir? Okay, yeah, that seems like that's the way to do that. Okay, we'll get those.
Tactical battle imminent.
Right, there we go.
Tactical battle imminent.
That's just another station? Yeah.
Distance calculated.
So if we leave it so that Zinj can sort of get out this way, like they're not going to have enough stuff that they want to attack too much in this area. So we'll be able to grab a lot of that. We can just grab Yavin now. We'll probably have to go more in a loop than I was planning to here to get through to Bandamir, but on the whole, I think our attempts at reuniting the Empire are going much more smoothly. There are a couple of those larger fleets we have to worry about. We haven't had a chance to reclaim Kuat yet, so maybe we'll check out what's going on with that after this battle, if we can.
Let's move out. Enemy base shields up. Let's go. Keep going. Choose your reinforcements.
Now that we're in here,
We've secured a landing zone.
On my way.
right, some of these landing pads, the way they're oriented don't make the most sense.
Over there. Moving out. Advancing. Squad, move out.
I don't know that we'll be able to fix all of them before the release, but
Squad, advance.
it'd be something that's nice if we're able to get, or at least start the process of getting some of them. That would be ideal. Alright, so we can get up this hill a little bit
Available.
towards the Masasi temples. The river is not quite as laggy as it used to be on this map.
We've secured a landing zone.
Alright, 10 slots.
Advancing.
Setting course. Right away.
Let's get Koval in here as well.
Setting course.
And no Jedi for anyone.
At maximum unit capacity.
Let's move up here. We're at 38,000 credits. I think, oh, that's not a turbo laser tower. I think one of the things we'll try to do, we'll start saving up a lot of our money for Dark Empire. So we'll start getting that underway. Because we really do need... it seems like we're going to need the Eclipse. Or it would be really helpful to have the Eclipse, because we're going to be fighting a lot of Executors. And not as many as you guys will be fighting, because I think I touched on this in the previous videos. But the free spawns that let them go past those build limits won't be occurring anymore.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Alright. Poking out here. Can I get this IDT to head over there?
Armored transport ready.
So the big thing they're going to have here is the shield. So if we can just drop this shield out of commission.
Reporting in.
There we go. We can start hitting them without them being able to block off all of our damage. Now let's head in. Well, first let's destroy this guy. There you go. Head up this way.
Targeting. Roger that.
Take out any stragglers.
Yes,
Well,
Commander.
that's new.
Form up. Keep your eyes on your scanners.
I anticipate no problem. Awaiting your orders.
Alright. You go for this one. You go up there for that other structure. You go over this way for that one.
I copy. Ready.
You are too far down the hill. So you can get up.
Course. Changing.
Up, up, up. Can only go up from here.
Reporting. Keep going.
Right, you should be in range now, I think. No, maybe a little bit out. Oh, it all tabbed.
Fire at will.
There we go.
Lieutenant standing by. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Attacking. Affirmative, sir. Over there.
And... here we go.
We are victorious.
Alright. So I think we've got time for
Conquered.
heading into Meridian. Let's
Constructing.
strengthen this up a little bit. And let's go straight in for Meridian. Because that'll block off a lot of this stuff. We're going to go Meridian, Findar, Mandalore. And that'll leave sort of these territories fighting each other. Because I think Zinj is still down there, right? So that's just another Light factory. I think we took out a good portion of their fleet. As long as we see, like, we're gonna know the whole time where they are over here.
Recruiting, enlisting troops.
Because I don't even know if they managed to bring over the ground force. I think they must have been on the way, but hold on, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that might be worth us taking out. Again, we don't have ground forces down here right now, but
Unit in production.
not this,
Tactical battle imminent.
those. Where did I build all those ground forces before? Carda? Yes.
Constructing unit.
Let's do one AT-AT,
Constructing unit.
3 of those, 1 of those.
Unit.
And I don't think they'll have any Golans right now. So we'll do this space battle, and then I think next episode we're going to start with the invasion of Maldrood. And we'll try to, as soon as these forces are built back up, we'll take Kuat back as well.
Lancer frigate ready. Moving out.
So it's just 3 MC-80s, not the best. We have an equal or greater number of better ships. So showdown, it's time for you to make your entrance. Magic Dragon in the side here. Let's get some Lancers, or a Lancer. Who do we got? Anyone new? Harbinger?
Taking them out.
Harbinger's popping in for the first time. We've got Indefatigable, which I think has made its appearance on the enemy side a few times. Mantle's approaching here. And I think I might leave that in for future LPs. Just letting
I'm on this one.
some
To be destroyed.
enemy ships show up like that.
Under control. Regroup. He's headed your direction.
Alright, Doniger. Like, I wouldn't be able to make a guarantee that, like, the patron ships in future playthroughs, if they're on the enemy side, would show up, because the AI is going to do what the AI is going to do. But just for extra
Star Destroyer standing by.
extra flavor, I guess. Alright, they've got some fighters still doing their thing.
We're being targeted. Let's finish him. Watch your back. Returning to your position.
It looks like we're mostly good. They did a fair bit of damage to this ISD, but
Destroy the
it looks like we've got this. Nope. 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 I don't want to right-click you guys. I want to right-click the enemy ship. The Dreadnought's gone, so let's hit up this thing.
Yes, Commander. Fire.
I've got them in my sights.
Nope.
Target critical. I got him. I'll take care of this. Enemy's about to be destroyed. He's headed your direction.
Alright. So they've got this Marauder, but...
Fallout.
And some transports, I think, too, is what they had. Yeah, there we go. But that's going to do it for today's episode. So hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far, everyone. And we will be back tomorrow and Saturday this week for the continuation. Like I said, we're going to go for that little circle of territory in Maldrood's area. There, I'm going to have to, hold on,
Moving to coordinates.
just before we do anything. Okay, they did move back. Okay, well, we're going to have to retreat from this. But anyways, you know what's going to be happening at the start of the next episode. I'm probably going to end up having to retreat beforehand because I can't save right now until, I don't think, yeah, I can't save until after that. But that's basically how we're going to be starting. We're going to get rid of these. We're going to go into Maldrood, and we're going to stop, we're going to get out of Q-Trick. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.